Love you 3,000.
And Habak 3,000 from UAE.
Love you 3,000.
Ti amo 3,000.
Para kami dahil 3,000.
Welcome to another edition of Coach Miranda Miner's Daily Technical Charting, Fundamentals, Improvement of Trading Quotient, and everything about crypto all in one channel. You need to take time to find your bread and butter trade. Ang focus is very important. Dahan-dahanin mo, wag ka mafo-FOMO. Diba? I always tell you to trust the system. No, I want you to wait for a confirmation candle. Wait for this line to be broken. To never, ever do shortcuts in trading.
Kaya ang galing-galing talaga pag natutunan mo yung tinuturo ni Coach bago na-i-apply mo. Bago yung patient lang, yung patient tsaka yung discipline.
Si Coach kasi, he's not just a content creator. Talagang mentor siya. Pinaglalaanan niya ng oras lahat ng videos niya. Not for him, not to get subscribers, pero para matuto tayo, para maging profitable tayo kagaya niya. Sobrang amazing lang kasi konti lang yung taong gano'n na hindi madamot, na hindi niya sasadilinin kung paano siya mag-earn ng pera. Si Coach kasi mas gusto niya pang i-share yung blessings niya.
Nag-decide ako i-PM po kayo, nag-enroll po ako sa inyo sa beginner class. Ginawa ko po talaga everyday, 3 to 4 videos na sa YouTube ang pinapanood ko. Tapos ninonote ko pa talaga lahat.
Magpahinga ka. Hindi tatakbo yung market, hindi mauubos yung trade setup na yan. Find that bread and butter setup. Vulnerability in trading is our most accurate measurement of trading quotient. You have yet to see your success. You have yet to see your millions. Andiyan dyan na. Are you going to give up today? Or are you going to use the word not yet? Miranda, visit us at www.globalmirandaminer.com. And all of us, let's get to see what we have soon in store. Our website is designed for you as a student to know what do we have to offer, what we discussed every day, and what are the things that we have in our courses. Let's try to look for all of our courses. We have Crypto Primer, Beginner Classes, Intermediate, Combo 1, Combo 2, Mentoring, Elite Package, and Corporate Booking. Let's try to click for the beginner class. Here you will see all of the details that you need to know bilang isang beginner student, the learning modules, requirements, etc. I look forward to seeing you and visiting our website for you to know our schedules and for you to become very, very profitable very soon. See you, Miranda.
tree's on fire. Santa's holding the lighter. My parents happen. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is
Very, very big news. So please go ahead. I don't want to steal the thunder from you. Floor is yours, my friend.
Thank you, Coach. Like just now, Coach mentioned, game guilds are an integral part of the GameFi scene right now. I mean, we all knew that YGG is really big, Axis is really big, but they kind of help each other become big previously, you see. So
Right.
with more organized scholars and gamers and professional players coming into the scene, so that's the importance of guild. So all GameFi protocols want to work with established guilds, right? But there's only so many right now. And recently there's a lot of guilds that come out and say, hey, I'm gonna be a esports guild, blah, blah, blah. But we know not all of them is as nice as they sound. But right now, we're gonna be partnered with one of the best esports guild in the market. They are called Battle Arena. Right now, they are Southeast Asia's largest esports arena. They are based in Kuala Lumpur. The place is 70,000 square feet. And they have hosted hundreds of competition from PUBG to LOL, Dota. Team Secret visited them before being crowned, so it's very amazing. And all the prize money has paid out more than 3 million. And they have worked with all the established brands in the world, and they are going to come into the GameFi scene. And the first game that they choose to work with is Age of Tanks. So very, very fortunate to clinch this partnership with them. And we're going to announce it official next week. So we are expected to see a boost in the numbers, and not just numbers. They are going to bring in the esports resource into the GameFi scene. I'm Neo. I'm the founder and CEO of Age of Tanks.
I've heard a lot of great things about Age of Tanks, and you and I were talking offline. I'm very happy. This is the show that you chose to give us what's up and coming. The very first, and Neo, why don't you tell us about what is Age of Tanks and what is coming over the next couple of weeks?
Well, we have been in this for almost 6 months, and 6 months in the crypto scene is really, really amazing.
Okay, so why don't we go with the actual game itself, if you don't mind. There you go. Guys, I've tried the game myself. It's so easy. You see my name, it's Coach Miranda here. On start, and it's easy as that. Click on the actual first frame and it will count. There you go. And you see I'm already a player. I have a lot of tanks already. And guys,
and improve it.
Take a look at this. This is, oh wow. Take a
chapters and levels. There are 5 chapters with 5 different levels. So each chapter, the difficulty level is different. So it will reward you with different rhodium as well. So in more than 30 news as well. The Kalkan TV is from Australia. We were very honored to be interviewed by them.
very good.
Yeah. So these are the that's already partnered with us.
Hi, Coach Miranda Miner. We talked a few times now before, but I didn't get to formally introduce myself back. So I'm Good. I'm an airline pilot, and I'm Elite University graduate, beginner's class batch 21 and intermediate class batch 18. I'm also a former mentee of my high school classmate and barkada. He mentoring us a very safe and effective trading system, not only sa mga fundamental and technical analysis every night during live sessions, not only sa anatomy of this and for creation ng intermediate class, but most importantly, I want to thank you both for teaching us good trading psychology na pwede rin i-apply in real life scenarios. Thank you always, Coach, for going the extra mile to help others, and sana huwag ka magsasawang tumulong sa and yun lang. I love you 3,000 Coach, and shout out ko na rin yung buong Miranda community. I love you 3,000x Miranda, and magmahalan lang tayo at maging possible.
Kahit ano mangyari ka, Miranda, ipangako mo sa sarili mo, you will never give up on trading. You will continue learning. You will put your eyes on the road, eyes on the price, eyes on the target. Andito lang kami. I will help you. You will be successful. You are successful. And commitment. Ako ay isang disiplinadong crypto trader. I will always plan my trades. I will not enter if it's not my bread and butter trade. I will say no to FOMO dahil I can always earn profits naman in my alpha trades. May tamang signals for buying and selling. Bakit ako manghuhula analysis? I will journal my trades because I want to know myself more. I know that my emotions will be known if I write them down. I will treat trading as a business and that since I don't have a boss, I will make myself accountable to my losses. I will do all of this, I promise. Because alam ko, yayaman ako, uunlad ako, I can reach my dreams very soon. Trading is not a sprint, it is a marathon, and I am a millionaire. Millionaire trader, and I have a millionaire mindset. Hey everyone, this is Coach Miranda Miner and welcome to our Tuesday edition of our cryptocurrency trading, technical charting, fundamentals, traders quotient, and everything all in one channel. Isang maganda at mapagpalayang gabi po sa inyong lahat here in the Philippines. Magandang umaga dyan sa United States, dyan sa New York, sa East Coast. Magandang hapon dyan sa Europe and sa ating mga kababayan in Middle East. Isang magandang Tuesday to all of you. Today is April 19. Grabe, parang kailan lang matatapos na naman ang buwan ng Abril. No? Are you happy today? Kamusta lahat ng mga members ng ating Miranda Mining community, sa mga members and subscribers? I'm happy that you are all here today. Isang magandang araw sa inyo and I hope you're doing well today. Our topic for today is very special, no? Kasi gusto nating malaman kung ano ba, no, ang hidden desire ni Kuya Elon Musk. Ano ba ang hidden desire niya kung bakit siya gustong bumili ng Twitter? I'm going to demystify yung purchase na yan. And of course, before we officially start, I would like to say maraming salamat sa ating sponsor in this show. This program is brought to you by BingX, the world's fastest growing crypto app where you can find your next crypto gem and where trading is made easy. Alright, our question for today. Ano ba ang tingin mong ibig sabihin ni Elon Musk dito sa tweet na to? Can you please comment down below? Join our discussion for today. Sabi niya dito, love me tender. 'Di ba may kantang love me tender? In mga ating magulang, ito ang kapanahunan ng ating mga magulang, no, sa mga 60 years old or 50 plus years old, late 50s, alam nila tong kantang ito. But as a community member, what do you think? No? What do you think is the meaning of this? No? What do you mean by, what is he saying? Love me tender. All right. So let me know. Comment down below. What do you guys think? And let's all dive right in with our topic for this evening. Our topic for this evening is, obviously, why does it that Elon Musk would like to buy Twitter? Why is it that he wants to buy Twitter? We're going to demystify that. But before that, let us all quickly go ahead and review our coins and our top 10 coins for today. All right, just give me a second. All right. Again, I would like to say thank you to our sponsor, BingX, for doing everything that's good. They're sponsoring our show, sa kanilang pag-support. Guys, try BingX if you would like to do virtual trades, no? And of course, again, thank you BingX for sponsoring our show.
This program is brought to you by BingX, the world's fastest growing crypto app where you could find your next crypto gem and where trading is made easy. All right. Okay. Grabe si Bitcoin, no? Kanina ko pa to kinukuha, no? I've been trying to get a breakout play. Hindi mabasag, merong obviously trend resistance dyan, no? But I'm not going to do charting as of today. We're going to be reviewing the performance of our coins. But before that, isang mabilis na review with our market performance. Bagsak po, no? Ang negative territory ang China index. Negative 5 basis points. Dow Jones, they're gonna be opening in a few, negative 11 basis points. Nasdaq, positive 13 basis points. SPX 500, positive 2 basis points. PSEI, positive din, no? Positive 60 basis points. Karamihan sa mga tech stocks ng states, no? Sorry, ng China, particularly NIO, Tencent, Alibaba, bagsak po. They're actually on a red territory. And it's interesting kasi naglagay ng delisting news si DD. No? DD, which is actually traded in the United States, there was an issue of delisting. Natakot ang mga Chinese traders, which for me is a good news on an American trading perspective, no? I think marami pa ding mga American traders who are patriotic. But of course, medyo malaki pa din ang Chinese market, no? So pag may mga ganyan negative news, pag malaki yung merkado, it can obviously either float the boat of the smaller markets or it can sink the boat. Sabi nga nila, whatever happens in the States, PSEI just follows, no? So obviously from an American stock perspective, angat pa rin ng Twitter to $48. Tingin ko aabot ng 54 yan. But there was a plan to dilute the stock, no? Twitter with the news about poison pill, no? They wanted to dilute the shares para mas maraming makabili at ma-deflate yung value ng binili ni Elon na 9%, no? But again, how do you piss off a billionaire with an ego as big as Mars, no? I don't think they're going ever to win, and I'm going to explain to you kung bakit. Sa tingin ko, the price of the billionaire can potentially win on this war, no? All right, let's now quickly go on with our top performing coins. ADA currently at 93 cents a piece, BNB at 416, Bitcoin galing sa 38,500, nag-bounce on a another 618 area, 38,753, no? Tinulak niya pataas, gumawa ng right hand currently at 40,885. There was a brief moment of a $41,000 moment. Obviously, merong isang resistance dito kaya sinopla pababa. Dogecoin currently at 14 cents a piece. Filecoin, bullish at 19.66. Uy guys, abangan nyo si Polygon Matic, ha. Tinuwit ko yan kahapon. The price is at 1.36. Ngayon po 1.42 na. Congratulations kung sinabayan mo yan. 1 USDT at 0.12. Solana at 103. Tether at 3.09. AAV at 171. Polkadot at 18.39. Okay. Ethereum currently flat at 3,055. Rose at 0.23. XRP at 0.76. ApeCoin 1239, AXS at 47.22, Engine Coin at 1.49, Gala at 19 cents a piece, IMX medyo may pag-recover yan at 1.82, Mana at 2.15, Rune USDT at 8.75. Si Sand may pagka-bullish yan ngayon because of a good news, no? They actually are planning to raise around $500 million for their seed round of investments, no? So good job for Sand. SLP currently at 16.016. And GMT, okay, congratulations if you're a GMT holder. From 2.23 umangat po ng 3.35. Congratulations. Actually, I'm shorting GMT right now. I've been shorting GMT. I think mga around 15% or 20% na ako dyan on a shorting perspective. Alright, Luna, congratulations sa mga nagpasok kay Luna as low as 76. Captain Booge, thank you for sharing to me your trade. Congratulations. pinasok mo ng 77, ngayon $90 already. Congratulations to you and to all na kumita on this micro swing. Congratulations to all of you. All right. Now, let's quickly just plot some performance of the coins. Bitcoin, I'm still scalping Bitcoin. Congratulations. Abangan nyo itong breakout na to. Please type number 1 kung nauunawaan nyo yung sinasabi ko. Please type number 1. Ito yung kanyang resistance today. Gumawa ng resistance yan. Kunin mo sa pinakatuktok yan. And obviously this one. Tingin ko gagawa ng left hand, magre-retrace because obviously meron ka ng left hand na gagawin dito and that could potentially just means a correction. No? So I'm not comfortable with this breakout from a scalping perspective. If and when it breaks down on a 40,575, this can mean a retracement. Yan. So yan kaya susundin nating triangle, no? Ito yung triangle niya. Medyo may pagka-bullish pennant, pero again, I keep on saying this, bullish pennants can only mean 66% effectivity rate versus a head and shoulders formation, which formally creates an 83 to 86% effectivity rate. Napakaganda ng winning rate niya. No? So again, please, I hope you guys have understood this and you are scalping the market as of today. Punta natin sa GMT. Let's go to GMT yan. There you go. Alright, so obviously gumagawa ito ng common trend line. Kunin natin yung trend line niya dyan. Okay, gumagawa ito ng bullish pennant. Obviously, gawa tayo dito ng 1 hour on a time frame perspective. Yan. Okay. Obviously, sabi natin nagkaroon ng all-time high, naturalisi umakyat yan, pumalo pa ng almost $3.45. Congratulations if you are my student. Alam mo naman ang ibig sabihin. Kapag nakakita tayo ng all-time high, papasukin natin yan because the probability of winning is very, 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 very high. No, if a coin is creating an all-time high, the potential of the coin can further go even higher. Actually, ine-expect ko baka magle-left hand pero parang hindi. No? Parang hindi magle-left hand. Tingnan po natin. I'm waiting. No? So from a trending perspective, yan pong susundin natin. But of course, gumawa na siya ng all-time high, magbabago tayo ngayon ng chart. No? Couple of things that we can do is to understand ano ba yung itsura ng bigger chart. No? From a bigger chart perspective, obviously, ito ay umangat, nagkaroon ng all-time high breakout dito, umangat siya, nagkaroon ng consolidation, trabaho niya yan. So either the market today or GMT is currently on an early magic phase, pwedeng ganon ang ginagawa niya. No? It's currently on an early magic. From a phase perspective, no? Or on a bigger picture, if we go on a 1 day, yan, napakagandang itsura nito, no? Whenever you see these types of formation, yung mga gumaganyan, tapos bumabasag dito, papasukin nyo yung pasok na yan. Scalp nyo yan. Yan ang gagawin nyo dyan, okay? So anyways, from a GMT perspective, ang gagawin ko dito, I'm going to scalp this coin. But I'm actually shorting, no? Galing sa pinakatuktok yan. Pinakatuktok. I scalp this. At again, but intraday perspective, it's still going to go even higher. No, yan ang aking bias dyan. No, it's going to go even higher pa din. Lalo na bumasag na ito ng kanyang 3.12, no, 3.12 all-time high price. No? Ngayon, how do you now avoid betting against the market? How do you now avoid yan? Kukunin mo tong support line na ito. And kukunin mo din itong all-time high price na ito yan. Ganyan naman lagi ang market, no? Tatandaan mo yan, ha? Kukunin mo ito, kukunin mo to. Tapos, we expect mo pag mag-oras yan, no? Gagawa ng oras yan, yan. Gagawa ng oras a little bit, yun. Nakita mo to, no? So, nagkaroon ka dito ng resistance, magiging oras yan. Pwede mong pasukin to paakyat, no? So, yan. So, but again, you need to remember that kapag ito umakyat pa pero MACD is going down, potentially it can retrace here. Okay, yun ang laro mo dyan, ha. So ang laro nyo lagi dyan, dapat alam nyo yung support and resistance ng coins ninyo. Okay, you have your resistance, nag-oras yan dito. True enough, nag-oras naman. Yan, pasok pataas ulit on this particular bounce. Aabangan mo yung breakout ngayon ng 3.44. Yan ang laro mo dyan. Because this can further, ang mangyayari dito, pwedeng i-correct ng 618 yan. Ito yung mangyayari dyan. No? So, ito yung mangyayari dyan. If you're actually scalping this coin, ito yung mangyayari dyan. So, going to swing high to swing low, i-correct lang yan ng 618 dito. Yan. I-correct niya yan. No? So, kung alam nyong magbasa ng system natin, nakikita mo yan, di ba? Swing high, swing low, kino-correct lang ng 618 area. So, magiging pasok mo dito from a lower time frame. Kukunin mo tong support na to, ang magiging pasok mo dyan, ito lagi. Ito magiging pasok mo dyan, yung breakout dito. Or yung breakout niya dito. Okay, can you please type number 1 kung naunawaan mo yan? Sobrang wala nagko-comment, ha? Nakikinig lahat kayo kay GMT. And of course, ang shorting opportunity is the activation on this price pababa. Okay, sige, can you please type number 1 if you understood that? Alright, again, our charting for today is brought to us by...
This program is brought to you by BingX, the world's fastest growing crypto app where you could find your next crypto gem and where trading is made easy.
Alright, before we go with our topic for today, keep in mind, nako, itong Shanghai, ang kanilang first report of COVID deaths. Alam mo, nag-worry ako sa Pilipinas, no? Because I think no one has been really observing physical distancing. As a matter of fact, wala na yatang mga traffic or QR codes ngayon, ha. So again, nangyayari na naman siya sa China. Siguro let's all take care of ourselves na lang, no? Pakiramdam ko pinapatapos yung eleksyon tapos nako. Ayan, so FYI, no, Shanghai already has their COVID deaths again. Let's go to another news. Yan. Makita mo dito si DD Global, no? DD Global bagsak na 19.51%. Again, there's already a lot, the writings are in the wall. No, marami po mga madidelist na mga Hong Kong-based stocks that are being traded in the US market. So keep that in mind. Also keep in mind for the stock market traders, labasan po ng mga earnings report on the next couple of weeks. Maganda yung earnings report ng BOFA or Bank of America. Kaya maganda yung kanilang shares as of today. Maganda yung kanilang mga... I'm not saying yung kanilang report, but maganda yung mga rumors that are surrounding BOFA as of today. Alright, ito, tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung gera on Zelensky asking for Biden to visit Ukraine. Of course, the presence of the POTUS or POTUS, President of the United States, could mean really big for Ukraine. So keep that in mind, no? Tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang gera and uncertainty dyan on that area of Eastern Europe and Russia. And of course, yan, maganda yung, sabi ko nga sa inyo, BOFA to report the results, lumabas na po, and maganda po yung kanilang reports. Actually, maganda yung rumors around it. No? I've not yet seen the report yet, but I've been hearing good reports at least. But ito yung sign of more reports to come. No? So from a stock market perspective, mukhang maganda ang kakalabasan ng ating mga tech stocks. Especially maganda yung lumalabas ng mga forecast earnings, no, ng mga tech stocks. But again, in my own perspective, ang negative side lang ngayon is medyo mataas yung valuation, no? Napakataas ng valuation ng mga companies as of today. And if your company is overvalued versus their current price, medyo ingat lang tayo dyan ng konti, no? From a macro perspective. Alright, ito na yung ating news. Elon Musk offers to buy Twitter. He wants to buy it at $54. Twitter is currently trading at $48 a piece, no? It's currently on a premium over the January 28 closing price, and sabi niya, I don't have confidence in the management. So ito na. Why is it that Elon wants to buy Twitter? Let's try to understand what is Twitter. As of the 2022 analytics, currently, Twitter, from a statistic perspective, Twitter currently has almost 400 million users, no? And from a revenue perspective, they currently had almost 3.72 billion in revenue, no? At an average, there's 206 million user access. 75% of them are not in the States. Tandaan nyo yun, ah. The Twitter profile are majority 25 to 34. So wala na po ako dyan kasi I'm only 23. I'm just kidding. 8.85 of the worldwide social media users access Twitter. So malaki yan. Worldwide, mas marami ang lalaki na gumagamit ng Twitter than women. Quarterly, uma-earn yan ng 1.1 billion. 92% of the tweets come from the top 10% of the users. On average, an average user spend almost 158 minutes per month in the application. No? Ito na. Let's look into this. The average active user is almost 1/5 of a billion. 1/5 of a billion and 187 million monetizable daily active users. Malaki-laki yan, ha? Ito na. From a growth perspective, palaki ng palaki. Di ba? Unlike Facebook, from a trajectory perspective, ang pag-angat po ng Twitter, paakyat ng paakyat ng paakyat ng paakyat ng paakyat. Unlike Facebook. No? Bakit? Because people can easily do their research in Twitter. Trust me when I say this, no? Minsan, mas mabilis pa si Twitter kaysa kay Google. Sinong gumagamit ng Twitter as a source of information? Type 1 below. Sige nga, can you please type 1 below if you are using Twitter as a source of information? Nakita ko yung comment ni Edwin Santos. Totoo yan. There was actually a judge that ruled out the use of mask in the airline a few hours ago. But please, can you comment down below? Are you using Twitter as a source of info? Because I am using it as well. No? Kaya mas mabilis. You could actually look for hashtags lang. No? So that's how powerful it is. So why is it being used right now? Keep in mind, teka lang, okay, sabi nung CNBC, Jeff Bezos hired Amazon applicant on the spot. Teka lang. Tanggalin ko na to, nagva-vibrate itong Apple Watch natin eh. Alright. I'm just try to turn off this vibration. Okay. Alright. So, why is it very important? No, you need to... Okay, just give me a second, guys. Okay. Alright. So why is it important, no? Alam nyo, marami pa ding mga gumagamit ng Reddit ngayon. Are you familiar with Reddit? R-E-D-D-I-T. So for the most part, this has been sort of a inclusive community. Now, if you're in Reddit, there's already a community there of players, people who are into different types of interests. One of the fastest and pinakamagandang feature ng Twitter is that you don't need to be inclusive. No, regardless of whoever, as long as yung taong yung gumamit yan ng Bitcoin or BTC hashtag, you can have your post can have multiple impressions. When you say impressions, from a content creator perspective, impressions are important for me. Bakit? Impressions mean dumaan sa page nung tao yung tweet mo. Okay? So impressions can be driven in multiple folds. Alright, let's try to move on. Ito na. So from 2021, it's already north of 300 million. As a matter of fact, konting galaw na lang, already 500 million na po ang users ng Twitter. Let's move on. How popular is Twitter compared to other networks? Meron siyang almost 8.85%. No? 8.85 because there's an average of almost 4.48 billion kasi laki ng China. You need to remember, China has no Facebook. They have their own social media app. Okay? Alright? Ito na, matutuwa ka dito, by country, nasaan, di ba, minsan pa nag-tweet ang Pilipinas, nag-trending worldwide. Tingnan mo ngayon, no? Ito na. The top 6 countries with more than 10 million users are UK, Brazil, Turkey, Indonesia, Saudi Arabia, and Mexico. Ito na yung top 15 users ng Twitter. Keep in mind, US, Japan, India. No wonder US is the biggest because dun sinimulan si Twitter. And they're a big country. Diba? Ito na, tingnan mo mabuti. Humahabol dyan si Philippines. Imaginin mo. 9 million ang users sa Pilipinas ng Twitter. 9 million. For a country as small as the Philippines, we have almost 10% of our country using Twitter. Diba? So, regardless of your economy, either you are a first world country, third world country, regardless, nakatami mga bansa dyan, except Mexico and Thailand, no? Except in Turkey, Indonesia is a power country already, part ng G7 yan eh. No? Look at the countries here. Mga top country, wala si China because they don't necessarily use Twitter, they have their own app. So ito na. Let's all move forward. The most popular Twitter accounts, Barack Obama, tinanggal nila si Trump, di ba? Yung si Trump. Okay? Justin Bieber, Katy Perry, Rihanna, no? Cristiano Ronaldo, Taylor Swift, mga sikat na mga profiles in Twitter. All right, let's move on. Elon Musk, you see Elon Musk 59.3. So andyan na po si Elon Musk in one of the biggest influencers. So let's try to reflect on that for a little bit. What does that mean for you? Maghanap ka dito ng billionaire investor sa mga list na yan. Except for CNN, Twitter, and YouTube, si Elon Musk yung nag-iisa sa type niya dyan, sa kanyang profile. Almost 60 million followers. Diba? Kasunod niya si Britney Spears and Bill Gates. No? On this particular move, siya yung pinakamataas to be followed by Bill Gates. And who knows what's next? Larry Page, from Google and whoever. But at least within the most and highly influential, Elon Musk is on top. Twitter demographics mostly are male. Ito na, I'm actually looking for the topics because I have a point maya-maya, I have a topic conversation. Akala mo walang gumagamit na bata on Twitter? Meron, mga K-pop, 6.6%. No? Maganda yung kanyang demographic spread. No? May 13 to 17 at merong 50 and above. One of the many things that you will notice is majority of the senescent, yung mga matatanda, are in Twitter. 17%, double digits of the elderlies are in Twitter. In fact, kabaliktaran ng TikTok yan. If you look at the demographics of TikTok, they are heavily skewed on the younger side. When I say heavily skewed, majority of their viewers, no, yung kanilang scale from an age perspective, mas bumibigat yan on a younger generation. Yun ang kagandahan ng Twitter because the people in Twitter has the buying power. Keep that in mind, ha? People who are on a retiring age either are decision makers, di ba? People with the monetary power or purchasing power, di ba? People on the 25 to 34 and above, equivalent to almost 60% of the people in Twitter are people with money. People who have their own jobs, who can buy, who can have the money and the power to make decisions. Ito na. Angat tayo. Bakit ginagamit ang Twitter? To get news. Di ba sabi nyo kanina sa akin, type number 1. Di ba? Type number 1, right? That if you're using TikTok as a source for getting news, then you get 48%. Why people use Twitter. 48% use Twitter to get entertainment, to get, kakaiba to keep contact with friends and family, to follow brands and companies, to strengthen professional network. But a big majority of Twitter is using Twitter for news. For news and entertainment. Diba? For news and entertainment. So what does that mean? People get news to be updated. From the word itself, news, bago. Diba? It's a news article, it's a news source. People right now don't just go to the outlet of news. They already get it from Twitter itself. For example, okay, ano ba nangyari kay Luna? Where will you go? Are you going to Google? Of course not. You're going to Twitter. Diba? Kasi lahat na makikita mo mga recent tweets, okay, something would have happened with Luna or with other news because other people might have already been aware of this particular news. Okay. Let's move on. Ito na. Gaming topics. Malaki din. Gaming news, esports, PlayStation, Call of Duty, Minecraft, Xbox. More than 2 billion tweets, no, about gaming in 2020 were sent out. All right. Popular hashtags, COVID-19, Black Lives Matter. Most tweeted emojis, itong smiley na ito. Yung smiley na yan, no? Pati yung prayers. Twitter by the money. Ito na. Twitter was valued only 1/5 of a million, no? After many years, umabot siya ng 10 billion valuation on 2011, no? As of 2021, the market cap is over 46 billion. All right, let's move on. All right, conclusion. From a conclusion perspective, for me, Twitter is a very powerful tool to influence. Pero the question remains, bakit gusto at bakit nang aaway si Elon Musk? Bakit siya nang aaway? Diba? What is the reason? Number one, as I have said earlier, let's now discuss a couple of the topics, okay? As I have said earlier, ladies and gentlemen, from a topic perspective, the consumer community, the people with the very huge buying power is in Twitter, no? I'll give you an example. What can Elon Musk do? Okay? Please type number 1 if it rings a bell to you. Anytime within the show, type number 1 kung if you can relate sa sinasabi ko. Number 1. Di ba nagkaroon tayo ng mga DAO or Decentralized Autonomous Organizations? Di ba? Nagkaroon tayo ng ganun. In fact, one of the most successful one was the Ukraine DAO. I don't know if you've heard about that. Let me open that. The Ukraine DAO was able to get almost $8 million in crypto for Ukraine. So the Ukraine DAO is an autonomous organization that will decide how are you going to spend the money. If you're not aware, kung hindi mo pa alam, hindi mo pa kilala ang DAO, DAO is the future way, the future or the next steps in the evolution of cryptocurrency. Let me tell you why. Sa corporate world ngayon, one of the biggest problems is solving a problem in a corporation with a lot of bureaucracy. I'll give you a trivia. Okay, makinig kayo mabuti Kapag pag sinulat ninyo yung organizational structure ng Department of Education, sabihin ko sa inyo kung gaano kahaba yung org structure nila. Aabot kayo ng 2 palapag na building. FYI tingnan mo ang org structure, ang organizational structure ng simula ng guro hanggang sa presidente. Ang DepEd aabot ng 2 palapag na building yan. Ganong kalaki ang kanilang org structure. That is how bureaucratic our government is. And a lot of the decisions hindi bumababa because of bureaucracy. Alam nyo ba yon? Alam nyo ba na every time nire-review ang budget ng Pilipinas, umaabot tayo ng almost 2 billion pesos hindi nagagamit for education. Di ba sabi ng constitution natin, dapat ang education, ang DepEd gets the highest budget. True enough, they are getting the highest budget. But question, bakit ang dami pa rin walang school? Bakit ang dami pa rin walang paaralan? Bakit ang dami pa rin kulang na teacher? Kasi of bureaucracy. People cannot move because of bureaucracy. Kahit may budget ka na, 1 year yung fiscal period mo, you cannot hire because sandamakmak na approval habang 2 palapag ng paaralan ang mga pangalan hanggang sa pinakadulong guro. So the power of DAO simplifies things. But you need to remember, the DAO should be run on the discovery layer of the blockchain. Okay? It could be run on the discovery layer. Di ba mga layers yan? Layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, layer 4, layer 5, hanggang layer 6 yan. Pinaka-layer 6 yung pinaka-equipment. Layer 1 yung ating pinag-uusapan na this is where we transact the transactions, no? 'Di ba? Doon 'yon. Layer 3 consensus, 'di ba? Layer 2 yung discovery layer. Dito nagkakaroon ng mga proof of work, proof of stake, blah blah blah. Doon ginagawa 'yon. Sa ilalim noon merong network layer. Sa ilalim noon merong data layer. Sa ilalim noon merong server and equipment layer. So 6 na layers 'yan. So from a cryptocurrency perspective, napakadaling gumawa ngayon ng DAO because of the Twitter power. Case in point, 'di ba meron ka ng tip na you could now do tipping in Twitter. What does that mean? Keep in mind sa mga crypto enthusiasts, what does that mean? If you can do off-chain transactions, no? Off-chain transactions through the Lightning Network, that is layer number 2. You don't need to do the base layer transaction para makapag-transfer ka ng pera. Yun yung kagandahan ng Lightning Network ng Bitcoin. And that is what Twitter has right now. They can transfer money without necessarily touching the base layer of Bitcoin. Hindi napapabagal, mas mabilis on the layer 2. Now, you do your DAOs or DAOs on your discovery layer. Question: what are the things that he can influence people to do in cryptocurrency? 57 million followers. Diba? Isang tweet nga lang niya wala pang 1 minuto, almost 10,000 likes na. He's almost like running the entire globe of 200 or 400 million, 'di ba? Members. Mas malaki pa sa isang kontinente like Australia. 'Di ba? Napakalaking power, he can weaponize it. Another one. If your community has the purchasing power, he can influence people to buy. 'Di ba? Kung may pera ka, ikaw yung matatanda, kayo yung mga 24 to 35, 35 to 50, 50 and above, ito yung mga taong may sinasabi na. Meron ng pera, retirement phase na. And if they're in the retirement phase, ito yung mga taong may pera, where can I put my money? 'Di ba? Or, let's say, very successful person. Saan ko lalagay yung pera ko at the age of 35 to 39 to 40 to 45? That is a question that is yet to be answered. Diba? But that is how the population of Twitter is. So another one, di ba meron pa tayong NFT DAO? Well, the Constitution DAO, let me try to open that. Constitution DAO. Open natin yan. If you remember this, di ba? Decentralized Autonomous Organization. Di ba? People can make decisions now by themselves without governments, depending now on how much token do you have. Right? What other things can he do? He can make an investment club. You know, he can make an investment club and he can, you know, create a significant following sa kanyang brands. Di ba? And karamihan sa mga taong ito, they are not necessarily a fan. Unlike Reddit, di ba Reddit may mga inclusivity na yan eh. May mga groups na yan. Twitter doesn't necessarily have groups. I think that's one of the beauty of Twitter. No, unless meron ka lang mga fina-follow ng mga users, 'di ba? Pero hindi siya gumagawa ng actually nung nilabas nila yung space, ang daming mga debates diyan. Anong klaseng collaboration ang gagawin natin? 'Di ba? And so on and so forth. All right. Another thing. Alam nyo ba that Constitution DAO or DAOs or DAOs no can also be a good way to vote. 'Di ba? Marami ng cryptocurrencies ngayon, pwede ka nang bumoto. No, they're actually leveraging the privacy, scalability, security and decentralization part of blockchain. No? So from an evolution standpoint, pwede kang bumoto, 'di ba? It can do everything. 'Di ba? In blockchain. So for me, naturally para sa akin, tingin ko more than anything, isang kurot lang sa pera niya 'yan eh. Isang kurot lang. Ito pa yung sinasabi niya ngayon. 'Di ba inaaway siya ngayon ng mga taga-Twitter? Meron siyang hamon ngayon. Ang sinasabi niya ngayon, ang balak niyang gawin, love me tender. What does love me tender mean? In my own opinion, ang pwede niyang gawin dito is ini-encourage niya yung mga investor ng Twitter na ibenta, itender sa kanya yung positions and he will buy it on a premium. Si Elon Musk kasi, hindi siya dumaan doon sa proper forum or proper way to get some of the shares. Parang nag-black market si Elon Musk, nag-black market. Biglang bumili on the market kaya humataw pataas yung price niyan. Unlike yung sinasabi ko sa inyo with the other traders like MicroStrategy, they're not buying on the spot market. No? So ang palagay ko dito, the love me tender conversation has something to do with a tender offer. No? Tingin ko diyan, ang tingin ko lang naman, in my own humble opinion, tingin ko he's going to go a billionaire egotistical way. No? Either he get it or he get it. And by the way, why will he go to TikTok? Why will he go to Facebook? Why will he go to other social media? 57 million follower is something big. Kahit siguro utot niya, pag ilalike yan ng mga tao sa Twitter. Sorry for the word. No? Ilalike. Kahit anong tweet niya, ilalike ng tao eh. Diba? And nothing is more comfortable for a billionaire but to get attention. Billionaires would love attention. They're the main man of the house. They're even richer than the multi-millionaires. So what do you expect for the richest guy on earth? Either he get it or he get it. No? Marami akong alam na ganyan. Sabi nila kung gusto mo makuha yung lupa sa isang lugar, may right of way, you need to have a very strong legal team. Yung mga ganon. Nako, sabi ko sa iyo, lang magbanggit ng brands. No? How do you get a piece of property na may right of way? You need to have the very strong legal team. O, alam niyo na ibig ko sabihin doon, kayo na bahala doon. Okay? Kayo na yung bahala doon. Alright. So, in a nutshell, both from a cryptocurrency perspective and both from a consumer side of the product, I think ang boto ko dito sana makuha niya. Sana makuha niya, no? Law of diminishing returns, magkakaroon ng plateau pag nakuha niya yan, so what ang tanong? 'Di ba? Pag nakuha niya yan, okay, good. Give me 21 days magpa-plateau. What else is next Elon? 'Di ba? But again, if a billionaire has a global social media ownership, you would imagine how much can he influence people and the powerful already around the world. By definition, lahat ng powerful politicians, Barack Obama himself is there. The strongest and the famous artists in the whole world are there with the biggest followers. No? They're doing space already. So I think more than the price tag itself, yung kanyang purchase ng Twitter can make him even stronger as a billionaire. No? Meron ako mga kwento sa inyo. Meron akong isang kilalang CEO. Ang pangalan niya si Marissa Mayer. Search niya na. Marissa Mayer. Meron siyang she used to be a CEO. No? She used to be a CEO of Yahoo. She used to be an employee number 9 of Google. In fact, she used to be a vice president of Google for products and researches. Before she moved to Yahoo, she is the face of Google. Maganda siya, no? Maganda siya, and people understand her, no? But one of the major, in my own perspective, one of the major boo-boo na nangyari with one of her decision is when she bought Tumblr for 1.1 billion. Question, sino gumagamit ng Tumblr sa inyo today? Please type number 1. Are you using Tumblr today? Sige nga. Type number 2 kung hindi. Is anyone using Tumblr today? I think mabibilang ko sa kamay ang gumagamit ng Tumblr. I am number 1, I'm not using Tumblr, no? In any for social media. Instagram, I'm using it. But one of the for me, no, one of the reasons kung bakit binigyan siya ng golden parachute, no? Binigyan siya ng golden parachute sa Yahoo when she retired. By the way, ang laki na nakuha niya dyan, no? And AOL or American Online both, or Verizon both bought Yahoo. Yan, halos karamihan number 2, no? Yan. One of the reason is she keeps on buying things that is not adding value to Yahoo. You know, all the while she bought Tumblr, and that was her golden parachute. Nung nag-resign siya, no, kinuha siya ng Yahoo from Google kasi sobrang galing na Marissa Mayer, to be honest. Anong una niyang ginawa? Ni-redesign niya yung itsura ng Yahoo. But who uses Yahoo right now? Sino nakakaalala sa inyo ng Yahoo Messenger? Every one of us uses Yahoo Messenger. Before magkaroon ng Facebook Messenger, in fact, ayaw nyo pa nga magkaroon ng Facebook Messenger. Ang gusto niyo nakadikit pa dun sa app, di ba? Nakadikit pa sa browser yung Messenger. No one uses Messenger before. And they made the decision to put it as a separate app. But she bought it. Everyone uses Yahoo Messenger before. Unfortunately, she was viewed. Siya yung inaasahang magre-recover kay Yahoo, but she did not. She stayed for 5 years only to get out on a golden parachute. No? She was given a very big severance package. No? And it ended up, Yahoo was being bought way back early 2000 for almost 40 billion. Ngayon, they were only bought 5 billion by Verizon and AOL to form a company called Oath, O-A-T-H. So from a perspective of decisions, natingin ko malaki yung pinagkaiba ng Tumblr with the purchase of Twitter. I think isang malaking decision to buy Twitter, but if Elon gets it, the only question is, what can a billionaire do? What can a billionaire do with such power to control social media? Okay? All right. Anyways, so again, in conclusion, what does this mean? For me, it is a simplified way, or a cryptic way of saying, I'm going to buy your positions, and I think is going to keep on buying from an open market, no, getting more and more positions. But again, tingnan natin, tingnan po natin. He can make a tender offer, from a stock market perspective. He can make all the different decisions. He is the most powerful billionaire, pinakamayaman sa buong mundo. He can do everything. My opinion is, it will work for the benefit of crypto. If he does this, it will work for the benefit of cryptocurrency. There's gonna be multiple DAOs, investment clubs, multiple consumer communities within cryptocurrency space. We can launch multiple features in Twitter. Napakalaki ng consumer base ng Twitter. He can launch space, pwede magkaroon ng Zoom sa loob. Baka yung space, hindi na lang yan audio, baka magka-video na. Again, who knows? People would love to collaborate on the same topic within Twitter. Diba? Nagsispace din tayo dyan. Diba? Why are you going to Zoom when you have friends in Twitter with the same mindset and just invite them to be on your space with video? Am I making sense, guys? Nagigets nyo ba yung sinasabi ko? Please type number 1. Why are you going to Zoom? Why are you going to Google Hangouts? Just click on create space. Lahat na nakafollow sa'yo will be there. People will be there, and that's what people need. They want to have someone that will understand them. Hindi na siya ginagawa lang sa opisina. Even on the civic society, in the political society, in Twitter, di ba? Isang click mo lang ng space, lahat ng nagpa-follow sa'yo, meron ka ng video ad. Meron ka ng video and audio. Why are you going to Zoom? Why are you going to Google Hangout? Pag pinag-isa mo yan, that's the power of collaboration. Diba? Crypto social space. Diba? Who is stopping us to create our crypto social space? Diba? Who is stopping us to create a decentralized messaging platform? What does that mean? Paano kung magkaroon siya ng sarili niyang blockchain, decentralized, mirroring how Twitter does it? Wala ka ng pag-aari. Diba? Ini-enjoy niya ngayon eh. Ini-enjoy niya yung Twitter because it's almost 57 million. But who is stopping this guy to create his own blockchain, diba, that will support the decentralized messaging platform? Diba? So again, the crypto consumer community is a powerful community. It could be a way for decentralized messaging platform. It could be a cryptocurrency social space. It could be weaponized as a tool to influence people, no? It can, a simple tweet, sabihin niya dyan, okay, I am happy for Ethereum. Biglang hahataw pataas yung Ethereum. Diba? In fact, marami nagalit sa kanya dyan, ng mga banks in the United States. Sinasabi niya, this is almost like market manipulation for us. Marami nagagalit sa kanya dyan. But again, Elon is Elon Musk. Diba? You can also create a decentralized autonomous organization or DAO. Diba? He can influence people to buy a coin. He can influence people to create so many things in Twitter. So why am I not going to buy Twitter? So those are the reasons why do I think there is a hidden desire for this guy to get Twitter as his ownership. No? Hindi ko nalagay investment clubs. He can create many investment clubs, no? And again, pinaka-importante diyan yung decentralized autonomous organization, no? Yung creation of DAOs. NFTs. Ang daming mga powerful influencers, mga NFTs within the Twitter space. And I think that is going to be the next thing that people can start exploiting. Bakit? Bakit? 'Di ba? Ang mga tao ngayon, they want to buy on their own domain. They want to buy on their own. 'Di ba? Keep in mind, ng mga unang panahon, tatawag ka pa ng taxi sa isang kumpanya para ma-book, papadala sa iyo yung taxi mo. Ngayon, you can now book yourself. Wala nang third party person. The problem right now on this economy is that, imagine niyo guys parang decentralized na siya kasi you're now booking. But the promise of cryptocurrency and the blockchain technology is tatanggalin mo na si Grab sa picture. You can now book directly to the driver. Gets nyo ako? Please type number 1. Ang promise ng cryptocurrency, pag nagpadala ka ngayon, tatanggalin mo na si LBC sa picture, the rider will now get it directly from you too. Parang smart contract na yun. The rider will now go to you to get your package and send it. Kayo na yung rider tsaka ikaw. Another thing, meron kang gustong, bukod sa delivery and bukod sa car, meron kang let's say gustong bayaran. No? Bayaran. Wala na si Globe sa GCash. Ikaw na tsaka yung tao na babayaran mo. Wala na yung third party. It looks to be a financial technology evolution or a fintech evolution. But the promise of cryptocurrency is even better. Tatanggalin mo si Globe, I will now pay directly to the merchant. Another thing, I will if I'm going to let's say make a payment, no, or I would like to have let's say so Grab, you need food, delivery. Meron ka ng delivery, you will now pay directly to the restaurant. Hindi ka na doon, you will not use your card anymore. Another thing, election. You will not need to go to the election house. Doon ka na sa sarili mo mag-e-elect sa yung app. Decrypted na siya secured na siya no? So that's the value of cryptocurrency. Tinatanggal niya yung third party. And during the 2001 to 2010, there is no Uber. Another thing, sa mga hospitality, no? Airbnb. You want to book a house. Tatanggalin mo na si Airbnb sa picture, you're now going to book a house directly to the owner. That is the power of the decentralized world. 2001 to 2010, walang gumagamit ng Uber, walang gumagamit ng Airbnb. All of those came into the picture early 2010 onwards, and they were disruptors. Bakit? Uber and Grab are the two largest transportation provider, but they don't own a car. Airbnb is the largest hotel and residence provider, but they don't own a house. Aha moment, please type number 1. Please type number 1 if it's an aha moment. Airbnb is the largest residence provider, pero they don't own a single house. Grab is the largest, o sabihin natin LBC, di ba? Or sabihin na natin, sabihin natin Shopee, di ba? Shopee is the largest shopping online store, di ba? Pero I don't think they manufacture any of their products. I don't think they manufacture any of their products. So the power of cryptocurrency is to change that over the next couple of years. Sa panahon ngayon, iisipin mo parang imposible. Tanungin kita, noong 2005, did you ever think magkakaroon ng Uber? Noong 2004, did you ever think magkakaroon ng Grab? Noong 2006, alam nyo ba, FYI, hindi ko alam kung alam nyo to, YouTube is supposed to be a porn site. Yung unang pinanganak si YouTube, the videos were adult. Nung unang panahon, noong 2005, 2006, have you ever thought magkakaroon ng Airbnb? No one has thought of that until the disruption came in. So ladies and gentlemen, nothing is impossible right now. Who is now thinking that we can explore Airbnb nang walang Airbnb? We can now explore Grab nang walang Grab. We can now pay without GCash. We can now pay without a third-party controller. Because it's not decentralized until there is someone. Hindi siya decentralized until someone, the third party, the controller, is still there. Kailangan silang tanggalin. So, my perspective is, kung tayo, mga simpleng tao, tumitingin tayo, we look at the now, I believe that the billionaires like this, they have so many researchers, engineers, scientists, doctors, lahat na sabihin mo just to compute and predict the future for him and make it happen for him. He may know something that we don't know, but the fact that he is fighting the whole world to get Twitter means that this billionaire knows something that we might not know. He probably is going to use the brand for something else. So that is my episode for today. I hope nagkaroon kayo ng konting lente or lens on why do I think. I've been trying to think about this. Sabi ko, ano kayong gusto ng taong to? And I've been looking to many research. Inisip ko, what is in Twitter? Let me research what is in Twitter. True enough, tingnan mo yung nangyari sa Twitter. Tingnan mo, lahat ng binigay kong data sa'yo, all of the data, consumer power, purchasing power, age, demographics, sex or gender, country where they're coming from, and so on and so forth. Diba? People even weaponize Twitter. Bakit? Pag sinabing trending, what does that mean? Sikat ka. Pag nag-trending ka worldwide, people claim glory because of Twitter. People will mint you. Twitter can mint you to become known if you become trending. If your hashtag becomes trending. Di ba? And what more if you own the technology? What more if you own the technology? As a trader, as an influencer, I think in our daily lives, subukan din natin mag-isip, ano ba yung mga iniisip ng mga sobrang mayayaman na to? What's running on their head? No? Sabi ng aking mga mentors no, in my executive journey. Sabi nila, you wanna become a millionaire, read stories of millionaires. You wanna become a billionaire, read stories of billionaires. Know their parehas naman kayo kumakain eh. Parehas kayong uminom ng tubig, parehas kayong dumudumi, parehas kayong lumalanghap ng hangin. 'Di ba? Mas konti nga lang ang humidity sa States. 'Di ba? But what is he thinking? We need to decode. I-decode mo, pag-isipan mo minsan. Para at least tayo, yung ginagawa natin, lumabas tayo dun sa ginagawa natin. K-drama. Ano kayo nangyari dun sa 9:00 palabas kanina? Binabantayan ko yun eh. No? Diba? We are what we think. No? And I think it's important that at any given time, if we are in this space, we try to understand what is in our space. Our space is, we do Twitter, we do YouTube, we do Facebook, etc., etc. So for me, again, what does this mean? Overall, I think cryptocurrency is going to benefit a lot about this acquisition. Maraming salamat to all of you. I hope you're all Ma'am Amy, thank you for being here. Nakatakulit si Miss Amy. I hope, nasa Pilipinas po kayo, ingat po kayo lagi. Thank you, Drew. Maraming salamat. Thank you to all of you. Ayan, meron daw TED interview si Elon. Very good, sabi ni Joseph. Arsal, do we have privacy issues if it's owned by Elon? I think the good news is it's actually based in the States. So mas tingin ko mas maganda ang privacy laws in the States, than in any other country. So I think that's the good news. Otherwise, pag ayoko magsabi ng ibang bansa, pero 'di ba? Thank you, Stephanie. Maraming salamat. Thank you. All right, before we move on, let me just try to kind of give you some ad commercial. Bukas abangan ninyo ang aming first Dear Coach ni partner, bago nating partner si Rose. Sa mga nagtatanong po, nasaan na po si Partner Suite? She requested me to kind of have some offline time for herself, and I respect that. That's the reason why it took me time to replace her, and I'm still thinking kung bubuhayin ko yung Dear Coach, but I still need to think on a bigger picture. That's why I made the decision to have another partner, in this case si Partner Rose. Abangan nyo yun tomorrow. Tapos, guys, for Bitcoin, may pag-recover si Bitcoin. Yun, 41,600 na. Woo! Grabe. Ay, salamat. Pag-recover si market. Pero again, ang ano ating magiging resistance diyan? Baka mag-resist ito si 41,518. Congratulations. Again, i-scalp ninyo, no? Pwede niyo kunin ito from swing high to swing low. 41,553 pumapalo siya na resistance, guys. 41,553. Yan. No? Ayan, so pwede natin kunin 'yan as your potential risk mo kung umakyat na nga, no? So sabi ko na, ay nako. Alright, kung umakyat, hindi umakyat, yung maganda. Kung tumutuloy-tuloy, no? 1 hour. Yan. So, basta meron kang 618 dito, guys, ha? So, 41,533. So, gumawa na ng right hand doon sa 618. Yan, gumawa na ng right hand. Hindi na siya tumuloy-tuloy ng 37. Sabi ko sa mga members kagabi, meron po tayong 618 dito on a 38,753. Paano natin nakuha yan? Meron tayong kinuha na swing low dito to swing high dito. Gumawa ng 618, 37,765. Kalalakihan ko hindi niyo makita eh. Wait lang. Okay, nakiyan natin yan. So gumawa ako dito ng swing low at swing high. Nanganak ng dalawang 618, no? 38, meron pang isang 37 na 618, ha? So, ang ginawa natin, kinuha natin ito as a resistance, kaya maangat yan ngayon. Kanina tumatenga dun before tayo mag-live. Pero, yan, another resistance, 41,533 is your next resistance. Okay? On a 1 hour, I don't see a left hand. No, on a 1 hour, I don't see a left hand yet. So mukhang aakyat pa. No, pag ito mukhang aakyat pa to. Pag nabasag itong resistance line na ito, ang next take profit area is going to be 43,000 pataas. Ayan, 43,000 pataas. And again, sabi ko sa inyo, scalp this market, don't stay long. Marami kayong babasaging resistances pataas. Kung gusto niyo mag-long intraday, sell on tranches, no? Sell 10%, 20%. Huwag niyo munang bitawan yung buong posisyon. Pag meron kang bullish bias, gawa ka ng mga 20%, sell, iwan mo yung 80%. 25%, sell, iwan mo yung 75%. Meron yan. Basta kunin mo lang sa mobile, magbenta kayo sa mobile phone. Okay? Okay. Alright. Thank you, Drew, for the kind words. Thank you. Freddy, maraming salamat. Mario Luigi 419 415 is the immediate resistance that I'm seeing. Pag ito bumasag pataas on a bigger time frame, pag ito bumasag sa taas, maggagawa ito ng, tago ko muna to, pwedeng gumawa ng almost double bottom 1 and 2. Pag bumasag dito, mukhang aakyat patataas to. Mukhang double bottom siya. And I think dapat tumaas to. Matagal na tong tumitenga eh, no? In fact, itong retracement na to, wala naman tayong narinig na negative issue bukod dun sa gera, 'di ba? And technical support breakdowns kasi yung nangyari diyan, no? Kaya talagang nung isang basag niya pa dito, nag right hand na, umangat siya. Actually, I'm expecting for a 37 pa nga eh. Kinorek, nag-support na doon sa 38,500. So, yun na lang ang ating masasabi siya. Okay? All right. Any other? Thank you, Prince. Thank you sa mga moderators na nandito. Maraming salamat. Prince, Maymac, Bry, maraming salamat. Medj. Sino pa ba? Charles, of course. Gab, thanks for being here. Bry, thank you. Milka, thanks for being here. Joe Pen, batiin na rin kita. Maraming salamat. Thanks for being here. Lahat ng may mga wrenches dyan, maraming salamat. Okay, kung gusto mo kung magkaroon ng wrench, i-message mo ko sa Twitter and tell me bakit. No? Just Penny, Ma'am Penny, maraming salamat. Thank you. Sino pa ba? Milka, thank you. I hope I did not miss anyone. A3rd, Dan, Kuya Dan, thanks for being here. Thank you. Joms, maraming salamat. Okay. Abangan nyo rin yung mga ilalabas ko na bagong watch list, no? I'm going to release within this week. Inaayos ko pa no? But maganda naman yung watches na nilabas ko before. Marami naman doon. At least kahit pa paano si Nir, 'di ba? Umaangat na si Nir, si GMT. Congratulations. And of course, wag niyo pong kalimutan wag niyo kalimutan si Rose tsaka si Sushi. Okay? Alright, Charles Kuya, salamat. Aether, thank you. Alright. Okay, sige na guys. Diyos mabalo sa Indigo Boss. Maray na banggi. Magsiturog ka mo ng maayos ngunyan. Tungka na ka mo. Sa mga tungka na dyan, magsiturog ka mo ng maayos ngunyan. Dahil ka mo masupog magtanong kung kayo man ay maiguan tanong. Dahil ka mo masupog. No? Magtuturugan naman tayo ngunyan digdi sa show natin. So, alright, sa mga di nakakaunawa, sabi ko, huwag kayo mahiya. If you are Bicolano, you ask the question. No, and we're a one community here anyways. Alright, I love you. Matic, kasama nyo na yan sa, tama, sabi ni Mauricio, kasama nyo na yan sa watchlist nyo. Okay? God bless you guys. I love you 3,000. Okay, and, teka lang. Just give me a second, guys. Okay, maraming salamat. Uy, si Miss Nida, Elite University, thank you for being here as well. Thank you everyone. And God bless you. I love you 3,000 and good night. Thank you guys.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon.